we will try to keep to our schedule. So welcome to ShowCAIS here, April 14th, 2023, where we're going to be doing some community building and some exploring of ideas around AI for social good. Do you want to, my name is Eric Rice. I'm one of the co-directors of the USC Center for AI and Society, and this is my co-director, Bistra.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Bistra Dilkina. I'm the co-director for the USC Center for AI and Society and also an associate professor of computer science. And I'm really excited about today. This is an event where we are hoping to connect the dots between the multiple research and students working across campus on areas related to AI and social impact. And we are just so excited to see the variety and the depth of research and looking forward to having a wonderful day of networking, interactions, and future collaborations.
Do you want to give them a sense of the schedule for the day?
Maybe at the end?
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say a few words about today's event, and Bistra will wrap things up with a little bit of a discussion of the specifics of what we're going to be talking about today. But some fun facts about today. So we've got more than 100 attendees that are registered to either be in person or online. We've got 7 different schools at USC that are represented. We've got folks from universities around the world, which is really cool. Far-flung Indian Institute for Technology, Stanford and Harvard. So it's not just us here at USC. We have a huge student turnout, lots of doctoral students, master's students, and undergraduates. So it's really exciting to see this community of folks coming together. A couple of other things just to share is these are the schools that are being represented here. So we've got the Viterbi School of Engineering and the Suzanne Duarte Peck School of Social Work, which shouldn't be too much of a surprise given that that's the center of CAIS, but we also have people from the Saul Price School of Public Policy, the Annenberg School of Communication and Journalism, the Alfred E. Mann School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, and the Marshall School of Business. So along with all the attendees, we also have a lot of people who are presenting. So about a dozen faculty presenters, about 40 student presenters, including the posters. So this is, and we've got some deans coming, as well as the senior vice president for research and innovation here at USC. So should be a pretty fun day. I just want to tell you, sort of for myself, the hopes for today really is just for us to do some community building more than anything else. Building this interdisciplinary community of people that are engaged in AI research from across all of these different schools and all these different disciplines, coming together and, getting to know each other and getting to share ideas. And I think that especially in the face of COVID for the last few years, in-person events have sort of fallen away. And so it's nice to actually see so many people in one physical space together, getting to have some informal conversations with each other. And so I hope that you all get to stay and hang out, especially during the lunch hour, where we're going to have the poster session is during the lunch hour. And so with that, you'll be able to see not only the posters, but also talk to colleagues who you may not have had a chance to meet in person, maybe for the last 3 years. I know I've gotten to meet a few people that I've only met over Zoom up to today, which is actually really cool to see what people look like in 3-dimensional space. Which is not to say that those of you who are on Zoom, it's not great to have you here as well, but it's nice to see a community come together. What I want to do here just at the sort of outset is to talk a little bit about the CAIS Center, and then I'll turn things over to the rest of you all for the rest of the day to hear about your research. But the USC Center for AI and Society, we started back in 2016, and we really started with this mission of trying to bring together AI and social work. I think at the outset, we weren't necessarily sure exactly what all of that was going to mean, but we knew that there were some researchers in computer science and some researchers, especially myself, in social work that were interested in this interdisciplinary path. And it was something that at that time, we'd only been working together for a couple of years. And we thought if we created a center, perhaps we could generate some more interest in collaborations. And fortunately, we did. So here's the leadership of the USC CAIS Center. So you can see there's Bistra and myself, who you've all both gotten to meet, and then Jordan Davis and Phoebe Vianos, who are not here this morning. Jordan will be here later this afternoon. Phoebe's at another conference. These are our associate directors, and we're the leadership. And so what's been the mission for CAIS so far, really to date, has been bringing together engineering and social work as disciplines, but then also really engaging heavily with community partners. So we think about this as an effort where we're collaborating with communities as academics to create this, a more just, healthy, and sustainable world. And really, a lot of our work has been, we've been thinking through like not only how to develop new AI models, but also how to test and iterate and demonstrate the effectiveness of these approaches in the real world. So this really, from our perspective, takes a genuine partnership between computer science, operations research, and social work, but also then an engagement with community partners. And so we have currently really a focus on about 7 different areas, but as you'll see from the rest of the day, as we broadened our invitation to others from the rest of the university, there's actually a lot of interest from maybe areas that are outside of this area. So we have conservation and sustainability as one of our core areas. Substance abuse and prevention treatment is one of our core areas. Disaster planning and community resilience. Promoting health and well-being, suicide prevention, fairness, equity, and bias, and homelessness. But like I said, you're going to see a lot of other topics that might not quite so neatly fit under this umbrella today, which is great to see this, further growth of the interest in the social impact of AI. So here's some of our community partners. It's always nice to just recognize the folks that actually do the hard work of working with, communities that are experiencing marginalization on the ground, and so these are some of our community partners. And here's some of our funders. We've been very lucky that we've had a huge number of funders. And so I'm going to come back to today. And so I'm going to end things by turning it back over to Bistra for just a minute to actually walk through briefly the schedule. But I really just want to kind of ground us in why are we here, right? I mean, it's awesome to get to show off your work, right? So I mean, ShowCAIS is, we thought it was a cute, bit of a pun, but also, we do want to show off, especially the student work, because you guys are doing amazing things. And when we got the abstract submissions, we were blown away in 2 different ways. One was that people from outside of what we think of as the usual suspects of CAIS collaborators wanted to be a part of this day, which is really encouraging. And also just the depth and rigor of the topics and the ways that the approaches were so novel. I mean, the quality of the work that you're going to see today is really amazing. So hope that you can share ideas, make some new connections, and maybe even create some new collaborations if you can. So with that, Bistra, you want to kind of give us a little bit of an overview?
Yeah, sure. So we've structured the days in several sessions with kind of different themes. We are going to start with the first session, which will focus on using AI for LGBTQ marginalization. We're going to continue in the session 2 with algorithmic fairness and robustness. And then we're going to have a session on AI conservation and disaster resilience. After that, we have messages from the deans. So we have several speakers from across the university share some of their thoughts about what AI and society research means to different schools and the university as a whole. During the lunchtime, we're going to have a poster session. So hang around, see all the other exciting work that students and postdocs and faculty are doing. And in the afternoon, we're going to continue with several sessions. We are going to have the first afternoon session focused on COVID-19, the second one on public health, nutrition, and pharmacology, and the last topic session is on machine learning and substance use. At the end of the day, we're going to have an amazing panel with several participants discussing the role of interdisciplinary AI at USC. So please make sure to stay that as well. And then hopefully after the panel wraps up, we're going to have some time for socializing and networking and hanging out and sharing our impressions of the day. So I really look forward to seeing all the talks and also interacting with all of you. Thank you.